Hey guys, it's Mary and Dave from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. This video is a reading video, tarot reading video for our week or day or whenever you're watching this, that the message that comes through the reading is intended for you. It doesn't matter even if it's after the date that I've uploaded it. Right now we're filming this at Panera Bread and it is Canada Day.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah, well, it's the only thing that's open.
We didn't feel like cooking.
No. So
And they don't mind if we do a reading here.
they don't care. They don't care. Every year since I first started filming reading videos, I've been doing them always on Canada Day at Panera Bread, and it just seemed to fall that way. So it's like I have my annual Panera Bread reading video and
Discovery.
Discovery, yes. Now. It's like this. When I first started doing this was actually my message. When Spirit wants to give you a message, it'll be no matter where you're at, right? You can be somewhere far away. You can be somewhere not in a totally busy festival environment or like a club or wherever you want to call it. I don't know why I picked those days.
Could be in 5D, could be in 3D.
Doesn't matter. You could be in your car driving and a message will come through. It'll come through. And I've done lots of my YouTube videos over the years in numerous different places because I always had my cards in Spirit. When Spirit wants to give me a message, I give a message.
Can I just quickly say something?
Absolutely.
But don't look at the phone and listen to this video while you're driving.
No. You should not do that. That definitely. Yeah, and so if you're watching this after Canada Day, which is July 1st, it's Canada's birthday. Canada turns 152 today. I'm pretty sure. I've been counting every year. And and also I know July 4th is coming up in a couple of days if you're watching this at the same time. Like they're both close together. They both basically represent the same thing, I think.
Well, yeah, it's Independence Day in the US, and that's the same idea.
It's the same idea. And
but the US is a lot older, sorry.
Yes, no,
they're older there.
They're both, the US is older, but they both have something in common. Not only they're sister countries, but they're both Cancers.
Right, that's right, the
Yes.
astrological sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're the United States, and, did I say we're the United States? I mean, they are the United States.
Well, actually, the two countries used to be called British North America.
That's
before they either became what they are nowadays.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah. Little history. You can tell how much I pay attention to it. Anyways, I don't know. I should cut that out.
No, that was good.
Okay. Okay, so I'm reading with my new cards. I can't remember the name of them. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, the Llewellyn Tarot. Oh gosh, I'm glad that there's not too many people in here because we're smacking really silly. Okay, so I have dealt the cards and there's a spread right here, the 3-card spread. I'm reading with the Llewellyn Tarot. I'm doing an unboxing since I'm going to be posting it soon. They're so beautiful. I love the Arthurian Camelot. I love that energy. I'm just so much into that. And so I've dealt the cards right here. And the first card that came up was Judgment. Okay, second card is the Chariot. And the third card is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so putting these cards all together, Judgment is about being a little hard on yourself, and that's how I see the Judgment card. It's kind of like looking at something and being a little bit harder, being a little bit more like thinking that something should be a certain way. It makes a lot of sense because while filming this, I've done a lot of edits in this video, and Dave kept
read
telling
my mind. I was going to say
I
the
know
same
that.
thing.
I could see it in his face. And I was thinking to myself, I'm just like, everybody's not going to like this because we're joking around and we're like in this, hypnotic state, because that's the way we are when Dave and I are together. We're always like laughing and joking and, well, you know what I mean. It's just being in that state of mind. But I thought, well, maybe it's not good enough for you guys. So anyways, my point is putting yourself out there or just doing something that you really want, making something happen in your life, but then you might be looking at yourself and judging yourself and saying that, you know what, I don't trust what I'm putting out there and what is good enough. It's not good enough. Feeling not good enough. That's how I see the Judgment, but it's also a renewal. It's actually a time for you to awaken everything and to see things in a different light. And especially now, because we have a new moon today. Actually, well, if you're watching this when I posted this, it's a new moon, and it's a new moon in Cancer. So what's saying that? It's like it has a lot to do with looking at things and shaking the ground within you. And I'm writing a blog post about it too. I'll get to that, but I know Dave has some things that he has to say.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to say what Mary said. Just be natural. When we overthink and we get in our own way, we drive and we're putting our foot on the brakes. So, to be yourself, you have to allow yourself to be natural. And also I see it as being like answering a call, answering a deeper calling. Like, what is your life really about? What do you want to make about? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? And that's not about being famous or celebrity or anything like that, but what kind of impact energetically and as a human being do you want to make?
Yeah, that makes total sense. I like that. And it's called the sleepers. Anyways, it's like when everybody is, I guess, like, we don't realize that there's so much more going on in this world, like, that we could be doing, but we're almost like sleeping. It's kind of like The Matrix. If you ever seen that movie, The Matrix, there's actually, people can be actually sleeping and they're not realizing that there's more to life than just what you're seeing. So there's more to it. I'm not saying that we are in the Matrix, but it's kind of in a way. But it's like there's more to it than just what you see, because behind the judgment that you put on yourself, you're actually stopping yourself from really growing and evolving, and you can be doing so much good in the world, or to whatever you're looking for and whatever you want to do. It's like it's there. And I know it's been coming in these readings that I've been doing every week, that there's something that's out there for you, something that you need to be doing, something that you need to be working on. And we just judge ourselves too harshly. That's what I just want to say.
And therefore we judge others as well.
It's exactly. And we got the Chariot, which is, it's actually, I see this as a challenging card. The Chariot is challenging. It's like, well, how I always explain the Chariot, if you ever heard me talk about the Chariot, it's like being on the expressway and going from one place to another, and you have to really drive and have your hands on the wheel and just really focus on driving on the expressway, because it can be scary. It can be. You're driving at high speed, but you're going to get there. But you have to really pay attention to the things that are around you. So it's telling you that you need to just basically put all the effort into what you're doing. Look at you, and don't worry about what's over here. Don't let the distractions get to you.
Yeah, I was going to say something along the same line. And
there's a different way of putting it, but he's saying the same thing I'm saying.
There's a lot of different forces pulling and pushing us in different directions. So it comes down again to there are universal principles that will never fail us. No matter how things change, how much technology comes in, and all the things that are going on in the world, it's like gravity. As long as you're going to drop something off a building, it's going to fall. And it's the same with things like integrity, honesty, loyalty, faith, trust, humility, courage, those kinds of things. As long as we're aligning with those kinds of principles as best we can, in the long run, we're gonna be victorious, and we're not going to get pulled off track by the other forces, like in our society, maybe the people that you're around, the environment you're around. You start to think that that's normal, but they're actually way off track from those principles. Everybody nowadays wants to eat cake and eat McDonald's and be thin, for example, or, in other words, people want the results without actually having the good character.
That's right.
They want the results of good character without having good character, without developing good character. So, if we develop our good character, that's like steering through all these forces that want to pull us off track. And that's it. That's
true. The distractions can be, other people, because I just got this message while Dave was talking. The distractions can be other people. Like you might be doing something and you want to get something going, or you're waiting, but you have a lot of distractions of other people. Like maybe other people are they're kind of like imposing that, like they're taking away from they're taking your light away, or you're allowing them to take your light away. It's kind of like energy vampires. I call them energy vampires. You might be around people that are kind of negative, but they don't control you. You take back your power, and you believe in yourself, and know that whatever's going on, whatever their projection is not real. It's not the real deal. It's more of how they see it, and it's just, I always say this, it's none of our business what other people think of us. It's true, and I tell that to myself too. And so you should always let your freak flag fly. That's what I always say as well. That these are the things that help me to get out of my own way, kind of thing. I just say, well, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? Like I film these videos. I say, well, what's the worst that can happen? No one's gonna watch it. No one's gonna like it. So at least I had a message that I wanted to put out. I'm just giving you my personal thing, but that's what Spirit is guiding me to tell you, is that you have nothing to be afraid of. It's just the mind itself that's actually, other people are just showing you triggers. You're giving you triggers of things that's going on inside of you, some things that you need to be working on. Sorry, it sounds like I'm rambling on, but it's actually, I'm getting this strong message about you, that you know what I'm talking about. Whatever jumps through your mind is what the message is to you. That don't let other people's judgment and projection ruin your day. Okay, that's what I want to say to you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles. I love her because she is someone that's determined. She's hardworking. She's got confidence, and this can also relate to a male energy too as well. It's divine masculine, divine feminine. So basically, it's telling you that if you put all your efforts into what you want, you can be as successful as you want to be. The Queen of Pentacles is a very successful. She's a queen, and she's very successful. But she's put a lot of hard work in it. She's went through a lot, and Pentacles are Earth, so it's telling you also to get out into nature. So Pentacles, like I said, Earth is about getting out there, right? It's about putting your hands in the soil, doing the work, like Dave was talking about. Doing the work. If you want to get something, you have to really do the work. You have to roll up your sleeves. He was telling me that this morning. You got to roll up your sleeves, and you got to just do the work. Don't procrastinate.
Absolutely, I see that. And I just get being creative, nurturing, because when we nurture others, nurture people around you as well as yourself, because when we nurture others without expecting anything in return, it gets us out of our own head and out of our own concerns, out of our own problems. We start forgetting about our problems, actually. And I get one other message, and that is, this is a hard one, but this is one of those principles to live by. And actually, it comes from a famous book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And this book profoundly influenced me many, many years ago, and it still does. And one of them is to seek first to understand before seeking to be understood. Most of us do that the other way around. We want to force the other person to see it our way and understand our way before we actually listen to them and actually really listen to them. That's all. Yeah.
Makes total sense. Putting this all together, when it comes to love, you got to let the other person be. To be really happy, you might be feeling somebody is not, like I give you a little bit of the views on different topics in your life. So, and this relates to love. It can relate to your spouse, to someone that you love from far away, or someone that you're looking for. The more you try to control it, like the more you're actually going to push it away. I get a lot of DMs with people, seriously guys, I get DMs, people asking me if I do love spells to reunite the loved ones. Can I tell you something right now? That does not exist. That does not happen. You cannot reunite. And if it does so happen, like you do something like that,
that would be pretty dark.
That's actually manipulating someone's way. I mean, that's actually manipulating someone's will. Okay, so you have to be careful with that, because you don't want to deal with dark forces, because you attract dark when you do that, and it just backfires. Basically, when I say dark, I mean it backfires, and it's not good karma.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
You can even look at it this way. Even if it did work, do you want that person to love you because they truly choose to love you out of their own freedom and their own choice, or because they were being manipulated by some kind of a spell?
That's right. And
think of that.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is like hypnosis, like there's, well, not hypnosis, but sorry, but it's almost like hypnotizing that, like, it's not a really good vibe, it's not a good feeling. So you can't manipulate, you can't make something, and no matter how hard you try, it's not going to happen. It's just thinking, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. That's what I'm trying to say about trying to bring somebody back from the past, or someone that, unless you know that person, like whatever the situation is. Okay, let me just back up. Everybody has a different, unique situation, okay? But I'm talking to the people that, with the spells and with the manipulation, or not the manipulation, but want to bring that person back. You cannot bring someone back that is not meant to be in your life. What is meant to be in your life, what is meant to be in your life will come back to you, regardless where you're at, whatever's happening. And when it comes to finding someone in your life, you just got to get out of your own way. Like, the way to find love and to really be happy is to clear out the closet. And I don't mean just clearing out the clothes. I'm talking about forgiving the past, forgiving people from your past, and just working on you, self-love, really working on loving yourself unconditionally and freeing yourself and realizing that you deserve to be loved, and saying that I deserve to be loved. And when you do that, you can attract the person of your dreams. Seriously, like, the person that's meant to be there will just instantly come right into your life. And I know maybe you've been doing that and it hasn't happened. Well, you got to just release on it, right?
Right.
And so if you're like with business as well, if your inquiry is about business, I have to say one thing. You know what? Go with the flow. Keep showing up. Don't give up. Believe in your dreams. Love what you do. And if you don't love what you do, then there's a lot of people that say, I hate my job. Be grateful. The best way to turn it around, be grateful. That can actually turn everything. And being grateful is anti-aging as well.
Yeah, being grateful, like, a way that can help you too is, it's the same thing as being grateful, actually.
Yeah.
I just realized is we all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have things that we're working toward in some way. And like what Mary was talking about, if you're looking for love, as an example, just realize deeply that you might think yes, that will make you happy, but only because you're first happy within yourself. If you're not happy within yourself, you won't actually be able to give and receive that love if and when it arrives. So realize that it's not the thing that you don't wait for that to be happy. In other words, start being happy now as best you can. This is your life, and
exactly.
Just try to find ways to be happy right now. Don't put a condition on your happiness that you have to have this or you have to have that first. Allow yourself to be happy now.
You have a choice. You want to be upset or sad or blah, or do you want to be happy? It's just simple. Just be what you want to be and let go. That's why. If you're remorsing or you're feeling sad or cry it out. Just let it all out.
We both went through all kinds of crap before we got to
be
together.
So
we're not going to
exactly, but you know what? Exactly. We understand. We're not just sweeping everything underneath the carpet. That's not what we're saying, because we don't sweep everything underneath the carpet. We work on those issues and those fears, and whatever it is. You will get through this, and you got this. I promise. If we got through it, you can get through it, and you can have it all. You can. That's what the whole message is about. That's what this is all about. Stop judging yourself. Stop being pessimistic. Be happy. Be positive, and just get outdoors. That's what I say to you. Okay. And I hope that this was helpful for you. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading with Dave or I, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And until the next video, we wish you peace, blessings, love, and light.
Thank you. Thanks, babe.